I thought I would just express some feelings, perhaps. Alright guys, so I've been having a pretty bad few weeks. I think it's probably because I've messed up my diet, along with the confounding problems that the world is having. I'm also having a whole bunch of personal issues. I've got RSI in my arm. It hurts a lot. All down the, like on the inside, in the tendonitis. It also feels on the outside like it's bruised, which is weird. Take good care of yourselves. So it's Nanowrimo. It's November, which is a challenge where you write a novel in a month. I'm sure you've all heard of it, but this year I decided I would edit last year's, which has been great. Basically rereading through rewording parts, which has been fantastic up until now. Now I've hit the part where I need to start writing again, because although I'm still technically within my word count, I have run out of pages that I've already written, and the storyline isn't actually storyline anymore, it's just ideas, and I need to fill them out and write it out. So that's a very stressful thing. That's it's like NaNoWrimo is just starting for me now, and that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it this year, but I'm going to keep working on it as best I can, I hope. So the story I'm writing is a basic little romance novel, and it's cute and it's quirky, and my character has all of my flaws. Well, not all of them, but has a few of my flaws, and it's nice to write that out and get some of that feeling out. But I'm not very good at angst because I avoid angst, but it's a romance novel. What's not going to be interesting without any angst in it? So I'm stuck. I think that's why I got to where I got to, because I am finally at one of the big like plot points of the novel where emotions start happening, and it's getting hard to write. And obviously I didn't write it last year, and I'm not writing it now. This is what authors do. Okay, it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be upset. Just because your nightmares are back doesn't mean that your day life has to be like your nightmares. You can rise above this, you've got this, positivity is key, it's all about your mindset, and just try and eat healthy and exercise as much as you can for you. Don't do it for anyone else. Like, you can try and do things for other people and make them happy, like your doctor or your mother or your lovers, I don't know who, your family, but it'll only really work if you're doing it for yourself. And if you can see that when you eat bad food like glutamates, you have a bad week or 3, then it becomes a really big incentive to not feel like this, so you don't eat like that. I'm a very firm believer in what I eat affects my mood. You probably don't know what glutamates are, but it's an excitatory chemical that makes my anxiety much worse, and my depression, and it basically just stimulates my brain too much, and then it can't shut down, so I've got that spiral thought process happening, which is affected by what I eat. So when I do eat more glutamates, I do notice a peak in my anxiety levels. I still have my anxiety issues, I still have my depression issues, I still have a lot of emotional and mental illness, but it's not as heightened. And that's amazing. The fact that I can do that, and I can see that now, and I can, like, the mental aspect of my weight loss journey has just been phenomenal. It's taken me 2 years to lose 25 kilos, and I lost the first 25 in the first year. So the whole of last year, I've been more confident a little bit, I've been able to leave the house on my own, all of these things that I've been able to do, and I've been able to think clearly and sleep properly, and it's been amazing. I haven't lost any more weight in the last 12 months, at least 10 months. I mean, I've peaked and troughed by like 5 to 6 kilos, but that's not that much when you're losing 20. So I really need to knuckle down, and then I'll be back on top of my goals. So if my long-term goals are going in a positive direction, then my short-term goals are easier to achieve. But I'm very, very, very tired. So, and it's the kind of tired that sleeping doesn't help, because my sleep is now ridden with nightmares again. So I just have to rest, I just have to not do so much, I have to calm down. But there's only about 7 more weeks in the year, which means I've only got 7 more books left before this challenge is over. and I have no idea what books I'm reading. I haven't started this week's book, let alone chosen the next 6. Things like that, just little niggling, self-perpetuating problems that really aren't that bad, and piling on top of each other with the world social climate and everything else. So everyone around me is kind of in a bad place as well, one way or another, and that's not, I'm like, even in my TV shows, like in my book, everything has this negative overlay at the moment, and I'm trying so hard to push through with positivity and just happiness, and it's working. I'm not too bad, but I'm just really tired, and it's okay. But recently it's just blown up all over, even inside of my echo chamber on my little internet. It's just negativity everywhere you look. Even the good things have a hint of sadness about them, and even this video, while I'm trying to make it positive, is definitely me just letting out my insecurities and telling myself that I'm gonna be okay, which is both positive and very negative at the same time. It's a really core fundamental change in your psyche when you try and think positive all of the time. Not all of the time, obviously, but if you've got this underlying idea of positivity rather than negativity, you tend to be able to get through things a little bit easier. But getting to that point is so hard. It's so difficult, and I honestly believe it has a lot to do with your physical life. So what you eat and how you exercise, and if you try too hard and do too much, like I did, you'll hurt yourself, and it's too hard, and then you've got to take that time to recover. I'm not giving up, I'm just recovering, and it's okay to have setbacks. It's okay to not feel very well. It's okay to feel really, really bad. That's okay. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be alright, and it's okay to share this sort of talk. So my anxieties obviously haven't gone away, but they haven't attacked me as much as they have been this week recently. This is hard. Okay, I'm gonna edit it just because I've said way too much and it's been going for way too long. But I want you to all know that I want you all to know that I do love you, and you're you're worthless. My voice, the voices in my head just put thoughts in there that I don't want, that I don't like, that I have to acknowledge and watch them pass. I don't have to fight the thoughts, I just have to not personify them. I have to not believe them. I have to just realize that I can observe it, therefore it's not me. But then if you draw that back too far, there is no you, because someone's always observing the observations. Let's not talk about that now, let's not think about that now, let's observe that and let it pass. Let's observe the pain and just let it be. Just let it come in. Okay, I'm getting weird. I know I'm getting weird. I don't know if anybody enjoys these sorts of talky talks, but I do. Positivity. You can do the things that you're doing, and it's okay. It's okay. The problem is that we have to allow ourselves to rest without giving up. What are you saying? You might need to take a moment to recoup, but you have to remember that you're actively recouping, that you are getting better, and that you can do this, and that you have to have this positive outlook. You can't keep saying, I can't do this diet, I can't exercise, I can't lose this weight, I can't write this book, because then it's like the bad days are just never gonna end, because you're set in this negative spiral that just keeps going down. You have to say, I can get out of this, I can do this, I can lose this weight, I will be able to exercise soon, I will be able to write my book, this is something I can accomplish, this is something I can eat, and I can get through this, and it's gonna be okay. I don't know what this video is. Is it an inspirational one for you? Is it an inspirational one for me? Yes, it's definitely for me, because I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't feel like I was something I needed to hear. Anyway, this wasn't much of a Nanowrimo rant. Take good care of yourselves, everyone, and don't be too dismayed if you're behind in your goals, no matter what they might be. You are awesome and you've got this, and together we can create a community where everyone can feel loved. I care about you, and please feel free to contact me. Okay. How do you turn this thing off? I love you.